Hey guys, what's going on? You can hear the generator and the air conditioner because it's hot in here and I gotta charge stuff. Um, but anyway, I tried to make this video a couple of times this morning. I woke up really angry this morning. Not really. I mean, like I usually wake up in a good mood, but this morning there was just kind of like this underlying um, I guess anger. And I woke up and I thought I was fine, and then I started, just being really snappy and just not very nice. And I tried making this video a couple of times, and I just kept getting angry by the end of it. And I don't want to be like that. So, but I really, really hate censorship, and I don't like. I understand that we don't want to show kids things that are gonna break their brain or anything. Like there's absolutely things. Sorry, I have to burp. There's absolutely things that you shouldn't have to deal with, or you shouldn't have to see or hear, or anything like that when you're little. I agree with that. But I think like but when it's censorship on adults around other adults, like there's no kids around, that's not the reason that you're censoring, you know what I mean? There's no kids around, you're just telling another person that they can't say a certain thing, like you're telling another adult that they can't say a certain thing or make a certain piece of art or whatever. It's almost always speech or art. Like I can't even really think of something else that you would really censor. But when you're doing that, it like I don't see the point so much. And unless you're just trying to get your way and keep another fully grown adult um, from saying what they want to say. Now, I understand that there's such a thing as hate speech and just name calling and things like that that are not ideal. Like you don't want people just walking around name calling, but like I was in a writing group and I just left the writing group today because there was some drama the other day, and I kind of haphazardly stumbled into it first thing in the morning before my brain started working good or whatever. And I to last night I posted like 5 paragraphs or something short, of some writing that I'd been doing, and I like this dude just like mad face emojied it, and nobody else, you know, was even on there, and so I was like a lot of the writing that I had read on there just wasn't very good, and that's fine because like we're all learning and everything, but like the feedback was not really all that helpful either, and there was plenty of drama, and it just like most of what they talked about was just like complaining about AI and stuff, and so I just left the group. It wasn't doing me any good. Um, it like I wasn't even getting feedback on most of the things I wanted feedback on, so I left. But then I went and I was talking to Chat GPT because I talk to Chat GPT a lot. Uh, well, because I think it's really cool um, to have. Like, I was born in 1990. Like, I saw dial up and all. Like, we had dial up when I was a kid, and sometimes it would take like an hour to load a web page. Um, Back then, and I think it's really cool now that you can just ask a AI any question you have, and like ChatGPT's read what, like half the internet or something, and there's even other ones now. There's a lot of them now, and it's really cool. So I'm always asking questions to AI, and um, just things I've always wondered about, or just talking to AIs because I get lonely and I spend a lot of time alone, and I could talk to like my friends, but you know they have their own lives, they're busy. And so anyway, I was talking to ChatGPT and I said that the writing group was being kind of gay, so I just left. And ChatGPT came back like, I don't condone hate speech and I will not help you um, be hateful toward gay people or whatever. And it kind of just made me mad because, like, all I said is that they were being gay. Like, I went to high school in the late 2000s, and uh, that's just how we talked back then. And, like, even my gay friends say that's gay, or that dude's just being gay, or whatever. That, like, they're not really offended by it. So, and I understand that like there are, you know, gay people or whatever that would get their feelings hurt from that. But like, dude, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. That's just how. And the thing is like, if it does hurt your feelings, you're getting upset at me for saying something that was literally fine to say like 10 years ago. Nobody cared. And then and now it just kind of feels like everyone is a Karen and everyone's trying to police everybody else's mouth sounds. And and you know, social media censors things now because they're not like a government agency. They don't necessarily have to hold to like freedom of speech or anything because it's their platform, and they can, you know, moderate whatever they want on it however they want. It's probably like in the terms of service or whatever. And like, it's kind of a tricky situation because like, yeah, on the one hand your first thought is like, yeah, absolutely they should be able to, you know, say uh, moderate speech and art and whatever however they want. Like, um, a lot of people would agree that like you don't want just naked boobs and stuff just coming up in your Facebook feed or in your kids' Facebook feed or whatever, um, or you know, like straight up porn or whatever. But at the same time, like, I mean, I know that I have like sort of a contrarian stance on a lot of things, but with this, like, I don't understand why nudity is such a big deal personally, because like I don't know why. Um, I don't think anybody's really ever given me a good answer on why nudity should be regulated so much. Um, I don't know. It's kind of strange to me, but that and speech, like I don't understand. I don't understand in the first place why we have a whole bunch of mouth sounds that are like forbidden. You know what I mean? but we do. And usually, like I have a friend that just does not like people cursing around her at all. Like she's like 70, and when where she's from, in her like subculture or whatever, it was like impolite to curse in front of women or whatever. And I respect that. I respect her. She doesn't have to earn my respect or anything. I don't know where earning someone's respect comes from. Uh, I personally think that, like, the way that I the way that I like to do it is, I just want to give everybody respect because I care about people's boundaries and things like that, and I always have. So I just don't curse around her, and that's tricky because I curse a lot um, when I'm not around her. So like every once in a while, I'll slip up and I'll remember, and I'll be like, "Sorry, I didn't mean to say shit or whatever." But so I kind of get that in a way, but then on the other hand, it really just feels like a bunch of Karen crap. I know that it's like a cultural thing for her, but like a lot of other people that grew up similarly to like how I grew up, or in the same time period, or even after, because I'm 34 now. Like they're 20-year-olds and stuff now. Uh, People younger than me, that like we all grew up with the same, not necessarily the same thing, but like we grew up with the internet and like modern day movies where you can say fuck in a PG-13 movie. um and it seems like the curse words have changed. Like it's gone from the words it used to be to like now most of those words are fine, but now it's a lot of like you can't say this or that about black people or gay people or Muslims or Jews or whatever because it's considered hate speech. Like hate speech is becoming the new curse words, the new list of forbidden words. And like logically, I get that totally. Name calling is annoying. Rage baiting works. It works really well on people like me who have like PTSD or something. Um, because you're already kind of upset a lot of the time. I don't like rage baiting. I don't like name calling or any of that. But it's like difficult for people like me that have been using one set of language, like one set of rules for how we use language, to all of a sudden switch because um, a lot of weird stuff happened in like the COVID era. You know what I mean? Like society has changed so much uh, as a whole, but like it gets really kind of into the weeds with like different social circles. Like I have left wing friends and right wing friends, and it's completely different. It's like there's a meme about it on that I've seen. This like when you accidentally use um, humor, or what? How did it go? Uh, friend friend group A humor with friend group B, and it's like funny because we've all been through that where you have two different friend groups, and you know your brain, you say something offensive because it wouldn't have been offensive with your other friend group, but with these people over here, everybody gets butthurt about it. And I I am so tired of word games, man. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I put a lot of time and effort into being likable and not pissing people off, and it seems like people still really pretty consistently find reasons to get mad at me about stuff, and I'm not trying to upset people, you know. I don't have any reason to hate or even dislike a like certain groups of people, like whole groups of people. I just don't have any reason to be upset with black people or gay people or whoever, Mexicans or anybody. So when, like, I know that I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, like, why does it have to be so easy to hurt your feelings? You know what I mean? And there are black people and gay people, that individuals, black individuals and gay individuals, that have treated me like absolute dog shit, like worse than than just terrible, like awful, horrible things to me. And I'm not doing that to anyone, you know. I'm not doing things like that to anyone. I just misspeak sometimes. And so I was really kind of upset with the whole chat GPT accusing me of hate speech crap, because that's, like, all I said was that they were being kind of gay, and that would have been fine to say years ago, and now all of a sudden it's not. Um, and I have gay friends and I have black friends, and I know that I'm the white guy saying I have black friends, but I do. So what am I, like? I guess there's no way around upsetting people sometimes. Like, every once in a while, you're gonna accidentally step on somebody's toes, but censorship is never helpful, really, in my opinion. And I'm might be biased, because, like, I've always kind of thought of myself as like an artsy person. Like, I'm kind of an artist, and a lot of artists hate censorship because there have been plenty of times throughout history where certain groups have tried to suppress art, and it's almost never for a good reason. You know, it's always something shady, um, just trying to shut people up. And I'm not running around trying to do hate speech. You know, I don't think. I think most people, most average people with, you know, average thoughts and feelings and motivations and morality and stuff, I think that they've. I don't think that they're trying to be hateful most of the time. I think that they're just trying to be funny or something, or they're just using speech that they're used to. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll talk to you later.